One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Powell. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. First down, Howell to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Hell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now throwing on first down here. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At their own 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And now they have that opportunity. No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3rd and 2. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Howell going to audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Gabriel Davis, 58 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
3rd and 10.
And now an audible here into something else. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Howell out of his own end zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Howell now to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Howell. And bringing it in, it's Davis. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howell. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Commanders' 39-yard line.
Another throw for Howell. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. So here we go, 4th down. Howell able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And Howell will throw it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They give up the middle to Akers. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room to about the 48-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a short gain down to about the 33. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing here, Howell. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Saints first down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll run on first down. Man, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the give, this is Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
Getting set
line.
for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Howell's pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Let's get that touch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Jalen Carter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to go.
Touchdown, Saints. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On the ground, it's Akers. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Washington
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 7.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Jalen Carter on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And the Saints season